Beyond the Fairway podcast, we back. It's here. It is here, Will. It's Ryder Cup week. They know what Beyond the Fairway is by now. I'm not about to go through all that. They know that it's the home for swag, golf, and all that good stuff. But Will, Ryder Cup, Wisconsin, the cheese people. What are we gonna see, man? I don't know what we're gonna see. But we coming off a L in the last Ryder Cup.
Yeah. This is a Ryder Cup. It is a Ryder Cup. You said it, not me. You said it, bro. I'm just following you. But we're here, and I'm glad to get some team competition because I have been traveling by myself, all on my lonesome for the last a week and a half. Coming off the little thing with Steph Curry and his event, and then had a couple meetings. So I am here. I'm ready to put my feet up, and I'm ready to watch some team atmosphere. I hope I don't see any. I hope the goalpost doesn't move on our goal.
Ooh, I like how you just teased. I like how you teased that.
Okay, yeah, because we just kicking it.
We just Will and I on this week's episode, we kicking it. Packers kicker Mason Crosby. It's a really chill vibe. You know what? We're going to get to that interview here in a little bit, but Will, with the Ryder Cup and the teams, I'm kind of nervous. I feel like Jon Rahm is going to go into this Ryder Cup, on his Ian Poulter banging the chest stuff. He's playing at a high level right now. We got Brooks Koepka talking. Here comes the beat, talking shit about how he's going to get it done. I'm just going to go be me. Ain't no Ian team, but there's me, So his comments last week, Will, very interesting. Brooks had the world ablaze.
Yes. I'm very much interested to see how the team camaraderie works between us's. But I want to know. I'm still questioning Padraig Harrington, his decision to bring Sergio Garcia. I'm still trying to figure out how is this going to work. I mean, this could be the ultimate, team captain move. I'm giving my friend a spot. I predicted him having a spot back in May versus, this could be a complete blunder, because I'm not sure if he didn't really qualify for the team. So this Ian Poulter, Sergio Garcia pick, although Sergio Garcia is the all-time leading points maker within team history on the European squad, I just don't know if it's going to work out this time because I think even though we're a little chaos over here on our side, I still think it might be. To no avail of that pick.
I just hope they have a camera in the team room so we can really see how Brooks and Bryson, or Brooksy, whoever you want to call, get.
You said I can't believe you just said that, bro. Did you just say?
Am I? Hold on. Am I not allowed to go to PGA Tour events?
No, you're not. You're canceled. You're out of there. We gotta protect. You can't not pick on people. Yes, that was you picked on him, bro. I can't believe you said that.
Hey, I'm sorry, but
he said it. That's the wrong way. He said it, not me.
I said it. That's fine. I'll take it. Brooksy, what are you gonna do this week? Am I talking about Bryson or am I talking about Brooks? I don't know, but we'll see. Ooh, they're both on the U.S. team. Will, without further ado, let's go ahead and cue it up. Mason Crosby right now going Beyond the Fairway right here, Golf Channel, NBC Sports.
Yeah, let's kick off this interview. Some great questions.
Beyond the Fairway podcast welcomes in the legend, Packers great, Mason Crosby. What's up, baby boy? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Yeah, just in between meetings, so good to sit down and chat with y'all.
See, I'm glad we just come in here and get him, Will. It's like we just kind of. It's like I feel like I'm in practice right now.
That's right.
Well, this interview might be over real quick because Mason, I'm gonna need the Cash App. I gotta need some Venmo from you. Because you owe me some money, bro. You owe me some money, man. Uh-oh. You made a couple clutch kicks, man, that I didn't think that was going to happen.
Uh-oh. I know where this is going.
And I lost some big bucks. Let me give you a good example. In 2017, I needed an entry fee to a tournament. I'm a mini tour player. I had to find all kind of ways to pull in resources, and I was $11 short because of you. Because you made a clutch kick, a 56-yard kick in 2017, and I was $11 short. I need $11. I need my money, Mason.
We'll set you up.
I need my money.
So, I mean, do you have to borrow it from somebody? I mean, you gotta.
Well, I didn't get to play the tournament because I was $11 short. So I'm gonna need that money, Mason.
I do apologize. Yeah, we'll get you back. Yeah, man. Maybe you'll bet on the other side next time.
There you go. There you go. Because I have never went against you since that day.
All right, I appreciate it. Oh man, sorry, that hurts.
Mason, what's it like staying with the same team since like '07, man? I find that interesting in today's professional athletes. I feel like our heroes get traded around like trick-or-treat candy. But how is it to be a Packer your whole career?
You know, gosh, it's been special. Kind of seeing this team change and seeing this place change. You know, I'm sitting in in this meeting room doing this, this stuff with y'all, and just the building has changed over time. The players, the people. So for me, some of it's stayed fresh and new. I try to find every year, find something that I'm striving for and building towards, so that it doesn't stay stagnant, and the organization does a good job of continuing to grow and change and build upon things that we've done in the past. But for me, it's been a blessing. I mean, I can't say anything new. I have 5 children that have all been born here in Green Bay. The same doctor has delivered all 5 of my kids. So stuff like that is just whenever you get into the NFL, that's not the kind of life you think you're going to have. You think you're going to potentially be on 3 or 4 teams, bounce around a couple times, find a place that sticks. But Green Bay has definitely been home for me, and I can't believe now I'm in year 15 here.
So obviously being in year 15, you are definitely familiar with the place and familiar with the surroundings. But the teammates aren't always in the same situation you're in. So was there a golf buddy that you may have had in recent years that, like, man, I wish he hadn't left, or I wish he would perform better so he didn't get cut? But
well, I definitely don't. I don't think I view it that way, but there's been some guys over the past. Luckily, Aaron has been here the same amount of time as I have, so we always get out and sneak out and play a few rounds. Have a constantly kind of revolving group of guys that become new golf buddies, trying to get guys kind of fresh into the game. We got Preston Smith has gotten the bug, so he's been asking for some tips and some lessons. I go and play. I love playing with the offensive linemen. Those guys, surprisingly, I mean, great swings, great hands. A lot of them are really good players. Brian Balaga. We were at the same club here in Green Bay, so whenever he left, that was a little bit of a bummer because we could sneak out. That guy, I mean, talk about like smashing the ball and being able to get up and down from anywhere. Like, his putting always surprised me. I mean, the guy was just phenomenal around the green. So, always gave him a little bit of hard time because how good he was. I was always wondering why his handicap was so high, but. He'd always come through in the clutch. He was a gamer,
right. Doug, I kind of would think that, Aaron, Mason, when it comes to linemen, they're covering all the green fees.
Exactly.
If you're a lineman, I got you. You don't have to worry about a bit of golf.
Yeah, we take care of those offensive linemen. Yeah, those guys. They might lose a little bit on the course, in some of the games that we play, but they're definitely not paying for the round.
Absolutely.
Hey, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back Georgetown, Texas days. What came first, though, for you, Mason? Was it the football or was it golf?
It was actually soccer. So I started playing soccer.
What position?
Little footy.
That's okay. Right. So center mid mostly.
Center mid. Oh, yeah, so you cover the field for real.
That's right. I like that action. I wanted to get back on defense, but also press it up and try to score goals. So I think that's where my kind of that drive to score and to get that started there, and then. Started playing football. I didn't play football until I was in 7th grade in a traditional sense. I put the pads on, started playing football in 7th grade. I was playing other positions when I started playing football, and I didn't really, speak up that I could kick. So I didn't actually start off kicking. We had an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman doing kickoffs, weren't kicking a lot of extra points. And one of the guys that was kicking off got hurt in the game, and like my dad like kept telling me, he was like, have you told him you can kick? Like, cause we'd go out and goof around. And I was like, nope. I'm going to play my positions, do my thing. They have their guy, and then guy gets hurt, and literally it's on the sideline. Is there anyone that, thinks they can kick? And
we need a kicker now.
Stepped up, went out and did the next kickoff, and it was kind of history after that. I kind of,
Hey, Mason, was it one of those hand raises where you were kind of like, I can kick, coach?
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the back, like, hey, I got this. Yeah.
So when did the golf come in? So you're playing soccer, playing football, 7th grade. When did you pick that club up?
I can remember. I remember seeing some old pictures and stuff with my dad. Just he was a phenomenal golfer. He was a scratch golfer my whole childhood. So I don't think I beat him until I was a sophomore in college, and finally got that first win. And remember it vividly, making the last putt and knowing that finally I'd beat my dad at golf. That was a big moment. So I remember always having a club in my hand as a little kid, goofing off, going out with my dad, and then, tried to play a little bit in middle school on the golf team, but just had so much stuff going on, never could really take it seriously. But I think whenever I really got passionate about it was in high school. I actually worked at a golf course my sophomore year, and a couple buddies worked at some different courses. So we were able to sneak out and play for free, which was nice. It was a perk of the deal. Yeah, you work at the course, you could sneak out on Mondays and get some rounds in, and really started taking to the game then. And never really had formal lessons. I know my dad just kind of taught me the game, and then I'm a visual learner, so I watch guys on tour, watch guys do their thing, and just try to take bits and pieces from that. And to this day, I think that's still how I I try to play the game. It would probably serve me well, but I have a love for the game that I don't want to ever compromise with trying to. It's like I have my job. I kick a football for a living. I want to go out on the golf course and have fun, enjoy the camaraderie of the game, being with buddies and having a good time. And I do find myself pushing my son though a little bit. It's like he's got a sweet swing. I wish I had the swing he had. He's already taken more lessons than I have. Doing junior golf.
Oh, you got 5 kids. So how old is said son?
My son's 11. He just turned 11.
Okay, I was going to make sure we got the right cadence. That's of the child.
Right.
I give him. He's the oldest, so yeah. We had a boy and then 4 girls, and they're all in junior golf. They're all picking up clubs, and I love it. We'll go out to the course, and I'll take as many of them that will go with me. It's sometimes the only way I get out there and let them hack it around. And my son, I think, will probably be beating me in a couple of years. I give him a stroke a hole right now, and it's might be a little bit too much.
Tough test.
Hey, Will, Mason's the only NFL player with a minivan. That's what I'm saying right now.
Yep, I have a custom out Ford Transit. That thing is nice.
A true soccer dad.
That's right.
You just mentioned speaking on to taking lessons as a golfer, what have you. But I would like to get into the technique of being a kicker. Okay. Yep. Now, I played center while I was left mid.
Nice.
When I played soccer, but I could not figure out how to kick a football. So my thing is it? Can you give me a little bit of technique where they can kind of compare it into a golf swing? How can the kicking the ball weed into a golf swing? Given acceleration, planting the foot, given the angles, strike geometry, location. All that. So I need to know this, man, because I need to figure out why I failed. I was hoping to be one of the first black kickers in the NFL. Yeah, but that thing went just downhill.
Did you kind of? Yeah. I'm sure So our soccer players, their tendency when they try to kick a football is you almost try to shoot it like you're shooting a soccer ball. So whenever you're kicking a football, you're planting your right leg's locked out. You're not coming over the top with your knee bent. The tendency with soccer guys, I feel like, is a hard left hook is the big miss there. So I remember in high school a couple times trying to get some of the soccer guys on my team out and working with them, and they'd get frustrated and they'd walk off after 10 attempts just because it's a hard deal. So what I think about is it's more like kicking a goal kick in soccer is you're trying to get lift, and you're striking through the ball, but you're almost sitting back a little bit more. So you're not covering the ball up as much.
So the sitting back is also compared to creating leverage, correct?
Yes, exactly. So as far as a golf swing goes, my hip motion is very similar to my kicking motion. So you load up on that right side and then you're releasing it through. My tendency occasionally playing golf is I'll throw that right hip to the ball a little bit too much, because that's like my swing. So I come over the top instead of kind of, sliding those hips and keeping them back a little bit more. But whenever I'm playing whenever I start kicking and I get back into the rhythm and training camp and stuff, my golf game plummets. I start throwing that hip at it, and that ball's going left, and then I try to save it, and I'm blocking out right, and I'm like, oh gosh, this is it's a disaster.
Well, speaking blocking out right, Mason.
Didn't do it in that game. Don't worry.
You have had a couple of block out rights in your kicking career. How have you recovered? Like, how have you recovered from the mental aspect? Because in golf, we all miss shots. I saw Doug miss about 7 greens in a row the other day, and
this is how he does me, Mason.
That's how it goes. Huh?
he blocked and pushed. He did it all. It was a fireworks display. But I want to know how do you recover from the block kicks in big games? And I want to see how we can compare that to golf for some of our viewers.
Well, I think it's just like whenever I get frustrated on a golf course, if I didn't go out and practice, then it's hard for me to work on stuff and get frustrated playing around the golf. So I always equate it to how much time and effort and how much practice and how prepared am I to go out onto the field. So the week of work leading up to a game is so important. There definitely been weeks where practice was a little bit of a grind, and you hope that you go out in pregame and kind of sort through some of that stuff and fix it. It's like going to the driving range. It's like, all right, I'm hitting my stock shots. I'm hitting these things that feel really good every time, and that's how I take my pregame warm up. Is all right, what's the ball doing? I'm not going to force things most of the time on game day, and you just allow it to be what it is on that day. So I definitely think I can adjust and do more things on the football field than I can on the golf course. But it's a very similar mindset to me, and so I find golf therapeutic because I don't get frustrated during a round, but I do find myself sometimes it's like, I didn't have a chance to go and hit the driving range or chip and putt. And then on the course, I'm working on my swing, and it's this is not the place to do that. So I definitely try to avoid that in my job. And
see, I like what you said there, right? Because that's some really good advice. You said something. I'm gonna go way back to we talking about practice.
Yes.
You said that you check to see what the ball's doing during your warm up. And I think a lot of golfers out there that do get the chance to warm up and play, what they say, Will, you got to dance with the one you brought.
That's right.
So if you got that little draw going early in the round, you got that little fade going in the round. Hey, Mason says he just sees what is cracking and then takes it to the course. Well, to the field. So, I'm also curious too.
So Ben Hogan had in his book where he find the most smallest target when it comes to when playing golf. Do you find the smallest target when you're trying to kick it to the uprights? Maybe a guy who got an orange shirt on the crowd in the backdrop, or
I definitely don't look at fans because they're moving around out there. So the fans in the stands, it's it's a phenomenon, and it's something that I've tried to pride myself in. It's like they just become a kind of a mass blur, and so I look at inanimate objects high through the uprights, whether it's a sign on the stands or, it's whatever. And so if the wind's blowing right to left, I'm finding something right center of the uprights that is not going to move, that I can lock in on and, have a good target line. And I think of the movie, The Patriot, and it's, aim small, miss small. And, I kind of always say that, throughout the week and kind of in preparation is just find the smallest target line and then let it rip. I mean, you can't you can't guide it to that spot. And that's that's how I view golf as well. Is like I'm a better full swing player, so I'm going to take a club that I can really commit to every time, and I'm just going to pick a good spot and then let it go.
Hey, Will, so that one fan that took 8 hours to build that "kick it here" sign, it's sorry, super fan.
Yeah,
it's
unfortunately. Sorry.
Nobody is seeing that damn sign.
No,
that sign
we're not looking at that.
And so Mason, I got a real quick question. When you have you kick the ball off too, like in starting games too, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So I played football for 1
hour.
I played football for 1 game, and I did kick the ball off. One of the most scariest things to me was when that guy, the receiver, got past everybody else, and it was just me and him.
That's right.
That felt like 5 bogeys coming. What is going through your thought process? Like, do I tackle this guy? I gotta be strategic how I tackle this guy. What are your thought process in that short moment?
Yeah, I've definitely gotten, I'd like to say wiser in the tackling realm. It's, I think when I was younger, I would I'm a competitor. So like whenever I see a breakdown, or it's like a guy makes a good play and there's a seam, it's like, my mindset is like, my job is to get him on the ground. I'm just one of 11. I gotta go out there and hit him. So, I'm definitely always going to lead my feet. I've seen too many guys like try to, break somebody down and then make a good form tackle and, ankle, knee, something bad happens. So I'm just going to take a shot. I'm always just going to try to get into that knee, into that thigh board and get as much of the guy as possible. In worst case, I make him cut hard off of me and someone else tackles him.
Right.
Ultimately, I am not I'm not a free safety.
Yeah.
I'm not out there. If they got past everybody else, my job is just to try to, if I can trip them up, that's what I'm going to do. Use the sideline as much as possible. But I've had some good tackles in my career.
Nice.
It's been something that I've had pride in, and just making sure that if it comes to me, I'm going to do everything I can to at least be a speed bump if I have to be. I've had a couple that have been nasty. I over committed to a guy, and I kind of went down, and guy just ran into me, and he got on the ground, but it actually ended up, not feeling too great on my side of things.
Yeah, I 100% agree, because when I played football a couple of times, my whole goal was just as he's running me over, I just hope it was long enough to guys can come.
That's right. You just have to slow him down, make him make a move, so at least somebody else can make the tackle.
As his cleat went through my chin strap, I was just hoping it was enough.
Exactly. Hey, but at least you were there.
Right, there you go.
No, well, we have to discuss it. I mean, it is Ryder Cup week, Will.
That's right.
Mason. It is in your state of Wisconsin. I'm not sure how far it is from Green Bay. Will and I had a chance to trek through the great state of Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. When we're talking about this Ryder Cup, Mason, what are you looking for? I'm assuming you've played Whistling Straits. What are you looking to see out of the golf course, out of the American team, and hell, out of the European team? I don't really care about the European team.
Well, yeah, we're about an hour away from Straits, and try to get down there a few times a year. I mean, it's one of my all-time favorite courses. I mean, this place, it's set up perfect for viewing. I think it's going to be an awesome atmosphere for the fans. Wisconsin, obviously people come from all over, but Wisconsin sports fans are on a different level. So they're going to bring the juice. We're going to have, people all over. Obviously, we have Steve Stricker, Wisconsin legend, as the captain. So, this is going to be an epic one. I'm pretty excited. I think we have an awesome team on the USA side. Obviously, the Europeans have kind of that vibe about them where, they definitely that play the team game really well. So, we kind of have to, I feel like the USA side has to kind of withstand some of the, the shots in those first 2 days, and then go out and dominate in the singles matches.
Well, we got to talk to Mason. Mason, we got to get a little messy real quick.
Okay.
Right, I'm just going to say it. Will likes to talk about being messy. I'm going to go ahead and go there. Brooks Koepka has recently made some statements about his attitude towards the team environment as a team, athlete. You're also kind of an individual athlete too, because you're the kicker. Let's just be real from my vantage point. when you hear comments from Brooks talking about it's just me, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, there's no I in team, but there's definitely me. What advice do you have for golfers playing in a team environment? Because I feel like Brooks might need to bite his tongue a little bit and just be a teammate. You know, you got any words of wisdom for us golfers that jump into the team life?
I think, just specifically my role is like, yeah, obviously I try to, I'm on the sideline doing my thing. I am like kind of in my own space. So I think in like the golf side of thing, like in my job, it's like you have to focus in specifically on your task, your swing, your job. And even in a team event, I don't think, some of the things that Brooks said, it's like, I think that's just his mentality. So I don't know how anyone else took it, but it's like, I think everyone understands that's how Brooks, prepares himself to play. And whether you are in a team event or not, you have to go put your best, golf, your best, my best kicking out on the field. And it does kind of hinge on that. So no one else can make the shots for him. No one else can do any of that. So I guess, everything that Brooks says right now is going to be kind of weeded through with the fine tooth comb just to, try to get the nuances in there. But, I think he's a competitor. So ultimately he's going to go out. He's the type of guy you want on your team to, to kind of, if he's going to be talking trash or he's going to kind of, be that steady guy that's not going to get too up and down with different things because he is locked into what he's trying to accomplish. There's definitely a role for that. And as I've found being on so many teams, so many different personalities, so many things that it's like you need all of that. You need the guy that's going to bring the juice. You're going to need the guy that is kind of more like, I'm focused on my stuff and I'm going to lock in and make sure that I do my job at a high level. You need the guy that's more team centered and it's going to be bringing everybody together. So I think if those pieces can mold together and you can have chemistry in it, it's not a bad thing. But if it does become divisive, then obviously we know what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of talk about about Brooks at the end of this thing if it becomes an issue throughout the week.
Hey, Will, here's the best question. I'm gonna ask you and Will. Would you, from the statements that Brooks has made, would you liken Brooks to a player like a Dennis Rodman?
Oh, it could be. I tell you this, Brooks could be maybe a positive chaos at times.
Okay. I mean,
okay. I agree. Positive chaos. Go ahead, Mason.
And I think he's okay putting it on him. So like, right. Whether, it's like he took focus away from, the team, or you like, honestly, if he's the guy that like unites the USA team, around something else, right. And he kind of just deflected all that energy onto himself and he can handle it, then yeah, it is. I guess what you're saying, it's more like a Dennis Rodman type of thing where it's like, I'm going to go do my thing.
Go do what you got to do. And
this team is going to take care of their stuff. Yeah. He's going to make his putts. He'll do his thing. Yeah. And so, so they're not talking as much about, some of the Team USA, issue or things that might have happened in the past or all that. They're just like, all right, Brooks. Would I put Brooks and Bryson together? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to be a pairing that's going.
So Mason, are you the teammate when there is a person that's in the locker room who is a distraction? Are you or maybe Aaron? Are you guys kind of waddling over there to that teammate like, hey man, you kind of messing up the team dynamic? How are you guys?
Well, I'm going to play the PC line a little bit, but it is like it's going to sound that way. But we have an awesome locker room. So I've been pretty fortunate here in Green Bay that we don't develop a lot of drama, and it's we do have honest conversations occasionally. Just nice. Let's stay the course, let's do the right thing, and we have a good group, especially this year, good group of leaders that just don't allow those things to pop up. I mean, guys, guys have voices. Guys can say and do whatever they need to get themselves prepared and kind of have their platform. But we definitely are a team first group and make sure that that we we don't want to. You don't have to toe the line, but it's like let's make sure that we're doing the right thing that is best for the team.
All right, team first. Will, you got one more for him, Will?
No, I just want to know if we're going to see you this week at Ryder Cup. Are you going to have a chance to make it out there and parlay with the?
Waiting to see what our schedule is next week, but I am hopeful I might be able to sneak down for one afternoon and get to catch a peek. Are y'all gonna be there?
Well, if you see me with a drink in my hand and cross-eyed, you don't know me. Okay,
yeah, well,
you don't.
I'll have your $11 waiting for you.
Hey man,
I'm sorry, it's a little late though.
Hey Mason, we got to get out of here the only way that we know how. We call it Rap Foursome right here, Beyond the Fairway podcast. You're going to go play golf with 4 rappers. It's you and 4 other people, dead or alive. They don't have to play golf. Just who do you think you can vibe with? So right here, Beyond the Fairway podcast, Mason Crosby, who are you pulling up to the golf course with?
Ooh, let's see. Probably Tupac.
Nice.
Let's go Dr. Dre.
Okay, we West Coast, East Coast.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting all over the place.
Yeah, I love that.
That's it.
And then last one.
2 more.
2 more.
Oh, you said Tupac, Dre, and Snoop. All right, yeah, one more. My bad. I can't count.
Man, let's just go crazy and Jay-Z.
Okay, hold on, Doug. Hold on, Doug.
Across the board. I'm bringing East and West Coast together, and we're gonna see what happens.
Doug, I'm gonna tell you why this is a good foursome, and I'm gonna tell you why Green Bay is fitting for these guys to play golf with Mason, because all of them have a lot of cheese.
That's a good way to end it.
Well,
kill myself out here, boy. I need to be on stage.
I love it.
Well, Mason, like the American team, the Packers need to bounce back from a previous loss. We wish you all the best on Monday Night Football coming up. Packers have the Lions, I believe, next Monday or on Monday. This should be good. So all the best. Hey, hopefully, you might have that moment where the field is set. Right. You get it through the uprights for the W for the squad. But, hey, all the best to you, health and wealth, man. We wish you the best. Appreciate you going beyond the fairway right here, Golf Channel NBC.
Blessings, brother.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
There you have it, Mason Crosby. I think this interview went completely through the uprights. I think you
kicked it off well.
Right. I think we kicked it right into great segues and where we need to go. So one thing I got from this interview is that I don't know if I'm tough enough to be a kicker either.
What makes you say that? Hold on. What?
Because the fact that he thought about, there's some thighs that I can probably lunge into or attempt to tackle. The few times I played football, bro, tackling this guy, this freight train coming at me was not a thought.
Not the move.
I was trying to figure out. I was praying, God, please somebody tackle this guy because I am not the one. I mean, I had my little Deion Sanders. I was Deion Sanders out there. I'm too pretty to be tackling anybody right now.
My God. I just don't know. But, hey, you know what? We all had dreams in Pop Warner football, Will. Nothing's changed. But, no, we appreciate Mason. We appreciate Mason jumping in here, man. Look, like the U.S. team, we mentioned it on the way out of that, Packers are going to have to bounce back from a week 1 loss like the Ryder Cup team in the U.S. did from previous Ryder Cups. It takes some special effort. You know what? I like that Mason, as a kicker, can get over things very quickly. You know what? You miss a kick to win the game, guess what? You got a game next week. Unfortunately, in the Ryder Cup scenario, if you lose the Ryder Cup, you got 2 more years before you can try it again. So, or is it 4? Is it 2 or 4? I don't remember. But COVID's got me messed up 2. On all the. It's 2. But like you said earlier this year, we playing the
2020
the 2000 Olympics and now
2021.
They didn't put place kicking in the Olympics as an individual sport, so Mace can get his gold. Let's just let me put that right there.
Right. I'm curious to see who is the focal point of this year's Ryder Cup for the U.S. state team. I personally think the guy that will save us is Billy Horschel. Oh, dang. He didn't get picked. No, I forgot.
Damn.
Oh, well, I don't know who's gonna win this week, man. Because Billy was. I'm still crushed over that. a little bit, Doug. And I know we're not supposed to be speaking on to it, but
no, we can't. We got to get over. Billy's not on the team. Sorry, we love you, Billy, but you're not gonna be there. And I've been looking at these names, Will, from the U.S. side, and just thinking about team dynamic. I think one person you got to put a star next to watch this week is Brooks Koepka. As much smack as we talk about Brooks on here, and as much fire that Brooks brings himself from the media with his commentary, I think we'll see if his me mentality does help the team. At the end of the day, this is an individual sport. If Brooks takes care of himself and does what the hell he's supposed to do and gets his W's, then nobody's going to talk smack. You know what? But if he goes out there and loses, it's coming at you, Brooks, hot and spicy.
I'm curious to see this dynamic of his mixed emotions. I'm sure he's gonna have a cornucopia of emotions because he openly admitted that he does not like the Ryder Cup format. He doesn't like it. However, he has won his first U.S. Open in Wisconsin. So I am very interested to see how he transitions and how he adapts, and if he's gonna be that locker room Dennis Rodman.
When we talk to difference makers, Will, for the U.S. team, my eye cannot stop looking at Scottie Scheffler's name on this list. I think Scottie Scheffler is going to be that player that can pull out some singles matches. He's kind of under the radar, really good player, wedges it wonderfully, rolls it beautifully. I think Scottie Scheffler can be the difference maker in this year's Ryder Cup for the U.S. team.
I disagree with that, Doug.
Okay.
I think the difference maker is going to be. I think difference makers could be possibly Colin Morikawa, because the reason why I say that, we know you and I have mentioned in many of the episodes how when it comes to the debuts of Colin Morikawa, he shows up. He's a rookie this year, and I like that. He may show up in a way that could be a point saver or accelerator. I don't know, but I think he may kick this one up through the uprights as well.
Well, I tell you what, on the European side of things, as an automatic qualifier, I feel like Tyrrell Hatton is going to be that wild card. I don't know, with Tyrrell, I don't know if we don't know what we're going to get with him week to week. He's either the best player in the world or he's the most flamboyant player in the world, if you will. So I'm going to keep my eye on Tyrrell Hatton this year in the Ryder Cup for the European team.
Dougie, here's my question. Given the fact that the history of Sergio Garcia and how he can just get all the points, he leads the points on the American team all the time.
You mean the European team?
European team, excuse me.
That's fair.
Do you feel that you will want to take our best player at Sergio because he's such a veteran, or you want to kind of stay away from him? Or do you think he's going to be a factor this week? Hate to put you on the spot like that, though.
You look at Sergio's body of work leading up into the Ryder Cup, I don't think he's going to be a factor. I think he may scratch out a win in team competition, but I don't think he's strong enough right now to pull out a singles win, if he does get picked for singles. So I'm not looking really at Sergio Garcia. I think it was a vanity pick by Padraig Harrington. If I am going to look at somebody that's really, if I'm going to aim at somebody, if I'm going to pick the last person on the team, I'm looking at Ian Poulter. I know Ian Poulter usually rises up to the Ryder Cup, but like we said in previous episode, he's like 58 now. No offense, Ian. You're not 58. It's just it's a reference to being older. Between Poulter and Westwood, we got some years. You got some mileage on those guys, and I think we got a young team on the American side. I think the old guys are gonna have to take a seat this year, and I don't look for Sergio or Ian Poulter to get much done in this year's Ryder Cup. That's just my thoughts. Take it as it is. I think Scotty, we got a younger team. We got 8 of the top 10 players in the world on the U.S. side of things. Will, I think we have a lot of firepower right now, and I don't think them boys got a chance from across the pond. Not on this ground. Not on this USA. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, but I hear you. I disagree with that, but we'll see. We'll see.
You always disagree with me. That's why we get this show.
I know. I'm Will Bond. You
Cornhouse.
Yeah. So
with that, we're gonna bid y'all adieu. It's Ryder Cup week. Look, Will and I are in Wisconsin right now as we speak. We're gonna come back on here next week, give you our takes, what we saw up close and personal there on the property at Whistling Straits, just outside of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And Will, I guess we'll be beyond the fairway this week. So
Will be.
Stay tuned. Listen, follow, subscribe. You know what to do. Beyond the fairway every week right here. Golf Channel, NBC Sports. We'll holla at you. USA.
I can't gain any more weight off the cheese curds, bro. I would, bro. I came home backed up. Can't do it no more. No more cheese curds for me.